Hello my dear friends, this is once again Rajendra Jain with the series of leadership videos. Well, we train a lot of students, college students and school students into our various programs, and that is when today in this series of leadership video I want to share one instance about one of our students who shared this with me. Well, he is a brilliant student studying in one of the best schools. He is a ranked student, let me tell you, topper in his class. And that day, he studied, he plans out his studies, he did study, and then he wanted to get up early, so he wanted to catch up with the sleep, so he said, I will sleep 3 hours. And he told his parents to wake him up, or he put the alarm also to wake him up at 3 so that he could study the other 3 chapters. He went to bed. It was morning, 6 o'clock that he got up and started crying. Crying like a child. Why? Because he studies in his 10th standard. That was his history paper. And he had always topped in history. And for a sudden instance, there was a scare in himself saying that, oh my God, I didn't study these 3 chapters. It's a midterm exam. I didn't study these 3 chapters. Now what? Father walks up to him after 5 minutes, sits next to the child, cajoles his hairs, his curly hairs, and then turns his son's face towards him, and the child hugs his father. His father pats him, takes him away from his chest, wipes his tears, and says, Beta, even if you fail, I have absolutely no problem. I'm happy the way my son performs. I want him to be a leader, and leaders don't cry. How much ever you have studied that good enough for me? If you are crying because you think Papa will feel bad, so don't worry about it. The son goes to school, he gives his exams. Evening when his father returned home, and when the father asked, baby, how was your exams? The son started laughing, shouting that exuberance from inside and said, Papa, you know something? I will get 78 marks, 75 to 78 marks in my exams out of 80. And after 2 days, his paper was also corrected. He comes back home and tells his Papa, you know what? I got 76, the highest marks in the class. I just want you to take 2 days back and ask you, how would the child feel if the papa or mummy started shouting, saying, you didn't know this, you should have kept alarm in 2 mobiles? Because this is generally how people react. Well friends, let me tell you, today we come to point number 4 in creating leaders, and that's called building trust. Very, very important. I remember my days when I was in 10th standard, and that day, next day was my final exam, and that was English paper. Night 12:30 or so, when I was studying in my house, I started crying. My mummy is sitting next to me. My amma came to me and said, why are you crying? Raju, kyun ro raha hai? I told Mama, I'm getting worried, I'm afraid, because I have not studied and somehow I'm getting scared. Same like this father, she put me against herself, she pressed me against her, she wiped my tears, and you know what she told? Mera beta kabhi roega nahi. I still remember the scene of my house that day, when my mama very clearly told me, Mera beta roega nahi. Tu padha hai na? I said, हाँ mama, I studied. And you know one question she asked? You'll pass the exam, no? So she's a smart lady. I said, yes, Mama. You know what she did? She said, go to bed, sleep, so ja. Sabare 6 baje उठ के पढ़ना. Wake up morning 6 o'clock, and then how much ever you can study, study. Friends, trust. It matters a lot. And that day I remember peacefully sleeping, enjoying my sleep. I got up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I still remember, I think I got 112 out of 150 in my English, in my first language. English was my first language. I was scared, I was worried. Just that hand of confidence of somebody whom I look up to, somebody whom I love, it matters a lot. Matters a lot. Well, at every step, when you find some kind of a support, that is when leaders are born. I still remember Sandesh Hegde, whom I used to work, who used to be my boss. Gem of a person. Till date, I have rarely come across somebody of his caliber, of his attitude to be a boss. Too good to be a boss. There were times when we have messed up things, when things have not gone the way they are supposed to go. Let me tell you, he was one person who would stand by us. Of course, he will take us into his cabin and rip us left, right and center. But when it came to communicating to the world, he would tell, yes, tell me. People would ask him, who's the one who effed up? Effed up. And he would say, that's fine, you tell me, that's my team, I'll handle it, you tell me what's wrong. He would take everything. And let me tell you, that is why today he is the global head at the bank that I worked for. Now what is important for us to understand is, trust creates leaders. Mistrust, distrust, lack of trust does not help people grow in life. It puts people down, it will also put yourself down. What you need to understand is, as teachers of school, as parents of children back home, as bosses of your organization, as president, vice president, as caretakers, as chairmen of your association, of your groups, of your samaj, what is important is this word called trust. You have this trust, and you would create some wonderful, amazing leaders. But if you keep checking on people, have you done it properly? You do this way. No, I'm telling you, do it right now. No, what happens is, it kills people's enthusiasm. Because that is when they say, anyhow, I need to follow him. So, what the big deal? Give children, they will err. They will clear blunders, they will commit blunders. Perhaps the program in your school program, it may go for a toss. But what happens is, if you have trust in your children, rather than hiring agencies from outside for your functions at home, give them an opportunity. So many children from our fraternity of Beyond Books, we do leadership program for children. I thank parents who send their children here, and more so because those parents listen to us and give opportunities to these children. Today, let me tell you, 70% of our children who have come into Beyond Books have entered into leadership positions. Rajubai people who don't do Beyond Books don't become leaders. Yes, they also become leaders. But good thing about these people who do Beyond Books is, they know how to celebrate when they mess up in maximum. They'll say, okay, aage kya karne ka, what next? That's attitude. Trust them. Trust your subordinates. Trust your employees. Trust your staff. Trust your people. Trust your community. Trust your children. That is what is going to create leaders. Of course, you need to keep an eye. You need to keep, because you need to guide them. You need to keep tapping them. That doesn't mean that you have distrust and keep showering your guidance, advice at every step. No, do not this. No, don't do this. No, don't do this. No, this is not how. No, this is how you do. You'll mess up. You'll end up with your organization crumbling like a pack of cards because you have not created leaders. Especially to family-owned businesses where brothers handle or families handle businesses. Well friends, let me tell you, it is very important for you to create next rung of leaders. Rather than getting stuck into my son, his son, what you need to do is start trusting your own God, start trusting your people. And friends, let me tell you, trust is something which creates big leaders. If you want a future for your school, for your family, for your organization, for your community, what is important is for you to first have the trust on people. That is when you are going to make it big in life, and you are going to help others make it big in life. Thank you so much. This is Rajendra Jain, communication expert, life and business coach, signing off for now. If you have liked this video, press the like button, share the video, and make sure you recommend this video to few others, because good things always needs to be shared. This is Rajendra Jain signing off once again. Thank you so much. Love you all.